we will continue to support you whenever
required. We've had excellent political relations. We've been supporting each other at multilateral forums, and we will continue to do that in the future. Your visit, Foreign Minister, to Pakistan was, in my view, the beginning of a new era in our relations. And I'm here to follow up with the same spirit that you had come. I think we can go places. We have a task ahead of us, and collectively we can do it. 2021, in many ways, was an important year. It was important in my view because we jointly celebrated 70 years of our diplomatic relations. We had the Foreign Minister of Spain visiting Pakistan. We have, as a follow-up, the Foreign Minister of Pakistan visiting Madrid. We've agreed in our delegation level talks, in our tete-a-tete, on a way forward on vis-a-vis the European Union. How I intend, when invited, I plan to share the way forward with other European foreign ministers, and I have a plan. We've agreed to convene at the earliest, the 5th round of the annual bilateral consultations. We feel that keeping the two meetings in view and the sidelines meeting that we've had, we have now enough to ask our second level interaction to take things forward. We've agreed that we must quickly finalize the defense cooperation agreement that will open up new avenues of cooperation between Spain and Pakistan. We have a lot to learn from your tourism. You're a success story within Europe. And my government, the government of Prime Minister Imran Khan, is very keen on promoting tourism within Pakistan. We have a lot to learn from you. And we agreed how we will exchange people and ideas in promoting and strengthening our hospitality industry and creating the infrastructure that will promote tourism within Pakistan. We've recognized, both of us, that the Pakistani diaspora, 125,000 strong in Spain, has very usefully amalgamated into Spanish society, and they're contributing to socio-economic development of Spain. We've agreed that the council issues that we have, off and on, there should be a mechanism available to both sides, so those issues could be addressed, amicably addressed. Pakistan has a very keen interest to see a peaceful region. I've shared with the Prime Minister while discussing the Afghan situation, the role Pakistan is willing to play to achieve the objectives of a peaceful, stable region. How Pakistan has and can contribute as an ally against terrorism, reversing extremism. I personally feel that perhaps the Western press has not been as as generous as it could have been on the contributions Pakistan has made. And let me share with you. Your troops, many European countries, went into Afghanistan to meet certain objectives. Those objectives, as President Biden has said, were more or less met. But often it's overlooked how Pakistan contributed in achievement of those objectives. Could NATO forces have delivered what they delivered without the airlock, ground lock support that Pakistan gave? I don't think it has been appreciated enough. I think enough has not been said on how Pakistan contributed in the Doha peace agreement, which eventually led to the withdrawal. It wouldn't have been possible. It would have been possible if Pakistan had not convinced and brought the Taliban to the negotiating table. If Pakistan had not convinced the world and there was an eventual convergence that there is no military solution to Afghanistan. What Afghanistan needs is a political solution. If Afghanistan has to be rebuilt, it has to reconcile. In order to reconcile, you have to have intra-Afghan negotiations. It's a multi-ethnic society. And as neighbors, we know, and we paid a price. A huge, how many in Europe know that we've had 83,000 casualties? We faced a blowback. How many in Europe know that the economic price that we've paid, which is over $150 billion, which is a huge sum for us, is what we paid? How many of you know how we've amalgamated those areas that were considered to be tribal areas and brought them into the mainstream? It took efforts. It evolved. How we built a national consensus around a national action plan. I think that needs to be understood and appreciated. And when you do, you will realize that Pakistan's role has been and will remain constructive. Pakistan recognizes this bilateral relationship is important for us. Pakistan recognizes that the European Union is important for us, one of our major trading partners. We are appreciative of the fact that we've been given the GSP Plus facility, and we want to thank Spain for the consistent support that we've got from you on that. We've also discussed the progress Pakistan has made vis-a-vis dealing with bringing Pakistani standards on anti-money laundering, choking terror financing at par with international standards, and how Spain and other countries should collectively recognize and help Pakistan get out of the grey list. How Pakistan can be a contributor to socio-economic development of the region. How Pakistan is engaging with the neighbors of Afghanistan to address common concerns and to look into, probe into opportunities for the future. I'll conclude by thanking you, sir, for your hospitality, for the warmth you have shown, for the understanding you have shown, and the interest you are taking in building a better understanding between the two peoples of Spain and Pakistan. Thank you.